Yeah,
And I will say this before we hop on.
We're already on.
Oh, you suck. All right, well, then I'll just say it. I am going to make Atari System 1 control panels.
Okay.
Nice.
Good for you.
Which ones? You can.
All of them.
Oh, you went live. You went live saying that about the System 1 control panels.
I know. I said screw it. I'm just going to say it anyways. But yeah. That's fine.
I have to mute.
What?
We're almost done. Actually, the Dragon Spirit control panels are done. Well, the template is done. I got to go back and check it in Minnesota this weekend, which is kind of cool. But I figured out this new way of making exact duplicates of control panels, and so the Dragon Spirit's the first time I'm trying it out. If it works, you'll be seeing a lot of control panels coming from me because it's really simple.
Excellent.
I mean, do you go to like a firm that uses like modeling to figure it out, or?
Well, no, I can do the modeling.
Oh.
So it's just getting the profile of the control panel, getting the right curves has always been tough.
Right.
So I just been scanning the profile, 1-to-1 scan, vectorize the scan, import it into my modeling software, extrude it out to width, and done.
Huh.
So I did. Dragon Spirit took me like. It used to take me about 3 or 4 hours to like match the curves. I'd print stuff up, see if it matched. Dragon Spirit took an hour, like literally an hour, start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Dragon Spirit.
How are ye old chatters doing tonight?
Somebody's asking about Starcade.
They are. What are they asking?
Brian, will you be at Starcade this weekend? And if so, will you be wearing pants? Oh, wait, that's a different... Forget about the pants part.
Who's Indie Arcade Wave?
I don't know.
Moving. Oh, that's
Paul?
Yeah. It's the Galactic Battlegrounds guys. Yeah.
Oh.
I will be at Starcade this weekend, probably. We'll see.
Nice.
I'll be back in Minnesota.
It's good of you to do business on the show. It's nice.
What?
Yes. Well, somebody was asking, if not.
Yeah.
They asked.
Then call him, for God's sake. I can talk about moving garbage in and out.
I'm not moving garbage in and out.
That's what it said. Moving garbage in on Saturday morning.
Galactic Battlegrounds.
It says garbage. GBG. Garbage.
Galactic Battlegrounds.
That's what I just said. Garbage.
Wait, what was the conversation about negativity?
Oh, I was supposed to be more positive. We were supposed to have these guys on the show. These GBG guys. Actually, Galactic Battlegrounds, I like the game quite a bit.
Yeah, it is fun. They keep adding new waves and stuff, so it is pretty cool. And actually, I was on their podcast, well, his podcast last Friday.
Oh, big star.
So pushing arcade radio.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, you did business on that. I guess it's only a one-way thing.
Yeah. Well,
that's what she said. But
maybe we'll get these guys on someday. Maybe next week or in 2 weeks. Who knows? Hey, guess what? It's 1.21 today. It's 1.21 gigawatts.
Oh, that's right. It's also my wedding month anniversary because we weren't born. We were married on October 21st, 2015.
Oh.
So for some reason in my phone I still have the reminder like every month. It was kind of cute. We would be like, oh, remember we just got married 30 days ago. Every 30 days, and after like 3 years, we're like, okay, just don't talk about it anymore. But the phone, it's still in the phone.
That's pretty funny.
So, wait, are we going to talk about this other thing going on right now? Because I actually have kind of something funny about it.
You're a slacker.
Which one, the president? Or
he was a slacker.
No, we do a good job of avoiding political stuff. No, I was thinking the other event right now that's going on simultaneously.
Oh, right. So, Jason,
you're a slacker. Do you want to be a slacker for the rest of your life?
Arcade Jason is having an auction right now while we're on the show, and we want everybody in the chat to go there and tell them to come to the show.
But here's the other kind of funny thing about it, right? When you think about this, like he's selling off a bunch of stuff, and a lot of it is like non-working stuff. Well, if Arcade Jason can't get it working or doesn't feel like it's worth his time to get it working,
oh my gosh, that's a dig.
I'm just saying, like, I'm looking at this. He's
overflow.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, if some people put up non-working board, I'm like, whatever, I should buy that. I can probably get it going.
Right.
But if like Jason puts it up, is like, yeah, I'm selling this not working. Yeah,
It'll never get fixed. If he couldn't fix it, but literally, he's got so many kettles on the pots on the wait, what's it? So
kettles
many,
on the cooks in the kitchen, kettles in the kitchen.
Something on the iron in the
pot kettle black.
Phrase? Dang it!
Hey, I want
whatever that phrase is.
Irons in the fire.
So we got
there. Yeah.
Are we gonna have a contest tonight? Give away something.
We could.
I don't know. I have actually, this is funny. This is just sitting here. I could give this away.
Oh, cool! Is that the Blu-ray?
It's a Blu-ray set.
Is it just regular Blu-ray? Not.
Yeah, it's just
4K?
1080 Blu-ray.
1080.
Yeah,
Because I know they just came out with a.
Well, this is the old set. This set's like 10 years old.
Metropolis just brought up this is 21st day of the 21st year of the 21st century. It also today
Nobody wants to use DVDs.
is a palindrome.
Awesome.
Yep, actually, for the next several days, it's palindromes.
Next 8 days.
So, anything with a
that's
20, 120 something or another. All right, let's play this thing.
To generate the 1.21 gigawatts of electricity.
1.21 gigawatts! 1.21 gigawatts!
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Live from KOIR Studios in Minneapolis, Minnesota, this is Arcade Radio.
Where I live. Run, run, run.
Oops. Hello, and thanks for listening in on the Arcadosphere. This is Season 5, Episode 7 of the Arcade Radio Podcast. Today is Thursday, January 21st, 2021, and the time is now approximately 7:23 p.m. Central. I'm your host, Adam Bartholomew Jones. I'm joined by my co-host, Mark. Do you really think I had to swear, Shields? And Paradise Arcade Shop proprietor and Secret Bionic Implant Supervisor, Brian Thurston Howell at armaturesofthethird.com. And joining us tonight, absolutely no one. And that's good.
Nobody.
Nobody. Nobody.
You've got a real attitude problem, McFly. You're a slacker. You remind me of your father when he went here. He was a slacker, too.
He was a slacker, too. It is the 1.21 gigawatts show.
Yeah, I see your band's on the roster. Don't even try, McFly. You're nothing gonna... Okay, that's it. I'm sorry. Some of those speeches are very long and complicated.
I'm just going to play some random Back to the Future.
Hey, I've seen this one. This is a classic. This is where Ralph dresses up as a man from space.
What do you mean you've seen this? Brand new.
Brand new.
Yeah, well, I saw it on a rerun.
Rerun.
It's a rerun.
It's a character on
You'll
a
find out.
70s.
Yeah, you'll find out. Yeah.
Find out.
We're going to have all kinds of good Back to the Future quotes tonight.
Nice.
It's basically we're going to dedicate this episode to Mark Shields.
That's awesome. So after the show, guys, or if you're listening to this as a recording, go to YouTube and search for Project 85, and you can watch me in my Back to the Future shot-for-shot remake. I show up at least 7 times in there. So
it is pretty humorous.
Yeah. Did you make it? You probably still have some left to go.
I don't remember how much. I mean, there's so many different contributors and different styles. You know, there's animations, and then there's computer animation, and then there's like just, you know, live action.
Some of it's bad. Some of it's good.
Some of it's real bad. I kind of like the part where the guy gets into. Is it your car?
I don't know what happens.
It's a heavy-set dude who plays Marty and delivers the lines quite terribly. Wait a minute.
I don't know.
I have a time machine.
Oh yeah. That's this guy's kid actually that I know.
Yeah.
But that guy owns a replica, and it has the lightning, you know, the attachment for the lightning rod.
Oh yeah.
So that was totally key. But yeah, he's a big boy. So
the floor shots were your feet though, right?
all of the insert shots where, you know, you see like punching in or the foot or any of the up close stuff, I added all those.
Yeah.
That was time circuits on, flux capacitor, fluxing, engine running. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the scene we're talking about right there.
Yeah. The fun part about that is when your car, if you kill the engine on your car, the RPM gauge actually hops up to like 10 and just sits there. It doesn't go to 0. But in the movie, it went to 0. So I had to like figure out how to do that. You can actually make it do that by turning the ignition but not quite hitting the starter, and then it'll like tap down.
Okay.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So you have to pretend like you're about to start the car to make it look like the car just stopped. I'm oversharing. I'm oversharing.
What are you looking at, butthead?
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, did we disrupt that auction? What the heck? What? Hey.
I don't see any comments on it.
Dang it, you chatters are failing me. Get in there. It's on Facebook, Arcade Jason. I need a disruption right now. Somebody go in there and bid $1,000 and then get off.
I can't believe you loaned me your car without telling me it had a blind spot.
Brad, you're not a nobody. You're a somebody, and if you're somebody with a Facebook account, you can sure as hell get in there right now and disrupt the sock.
My stupid cat is trying to climb me again.
I'm replying to Brad's comment in the chat to all of us listening on iTunes or SoundCloud or
Yes.
Go to that tab. I don't even know where we're streamed, but
yeah. Well, right now we're not streamed anywhere. I'm a little behind on putting.
Hey, we're nowhere near as behind as we were that last time, so we're great.
I'll do them this weekend. I'll have plenty of time. I'll just do them. It doesn't take that long anymore. I've got a system. Speaking of systems,
System of a Down.
What you been working on? I have an arcade 1-up behind me. What do you think of that?
It's cool, man. How long did it take you to build that?
Well, I had to unwrap it. That was about it.
Oh, no kidding. It's already pre-built?
Yeah, you don't do anything. You just take it out of the box and plug it in.
Sweet.
Well,
what do they call that size?
So this is a Partycade, and it's got wall mount brackets and door mount brackets.
Oh my God.
So you can hang it over a door. I don't know anybody who would do that. And if I'm going to hang it on the wall, I'm going to find my own way to do it. Because it would be a permanent fixture so that you couldn't, because people rail on these things. So.
Wait, when you say rail, are you using a sexual connotation, or?
Well, let me bring it closer here.
Yeah, bring it closer. It only weighs like a pound, everybody. So here, look at this. Oh my God, it's skinny as heck.
How's that?
It's not bad. Now that marquee doesn't light up, huh?
No, but I might make one.
I knew it.
There's not much room in here, but you could put one in.
Well, they do the EL panels for them.
And then,
I mean, the funny thing is, how much was that?
Can you hear us? You can hear us, right?
I can hear you a little bit.
His headphones.
I also have this cat with a giant scar zipper.
Oh my God,
that is a big scar.
That's recent.
Yeah. Joe Drosen says arcade 1-up. Boo.
She really wants to be near me.
So, I mean, it's a guy came by a Starcade the other day and was like asking about our magenta joystick to put in his arcade 1-up, and I'm like, if you put two of them in there on your like Mortal Kombat one or whatever, isn't that like more expensive? They're $99 joysticks.
Yeah.
Is that more than the cabinet costs?
They're trying to marry up experience with budget. So I don't know. I guess you're better off with having at least some way to play it, other than, I mean, you could just buy the joystick and not have the game. So, yeah.
Well, this is weird too because this came with a prototype game.
What? What's it called again?
Aka-R.
Aka-R. It's an Atari game, right?
Yep. And there was some, I think we talked about it on the show a couple years back, but the ROM got out of somebody's house. It was put into MAME.
Oh, was it in MAME?
It is in MAME now.
Now, yeah. But somebody like cried about it, and I'm like,
yes.
Why were you hoarding it?
Atari Scott was pretty pissed about it. So
Atari Scott.
There was a big article on it. You can look it up. Atari Scott, Aka-R, ARRH, and you'll find it. But basically, they think somebody was servicing someone's Aka-R because there's like 3 known machines,
right? And
they dumped the ROMs.
I mean, better safe than sorry, right? But I don't know why. Like, people have copies of Hellfire ROMs, and I don't give a crap because I don't see a lot of Hellfire machines being replicated.
No. Yeah. Is that game fun, by the way, Hellfire?
I mean, define fun.
Like, is it Galaxian fun or Robotron fun?
No, it's like sideways Space Invaders, but you're submarines, and for some reason your submarine is shooting helicopters. It feels like it should be the other way around. Why am I in a submarine shooting helicopters? This is like the worst job ever.
Oh, I want to see a gameplay of that.
Yes. Oh, I have it. It's on YouTube. I mean,
by the way, I ordered that record on the show last week. It showed up.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Ciani. Oh, that is. Oh, I like that Atari look.
Yep. And then there's a really cool label too.
Nice. So, she was awesome. 2-hour interview.
Yeah.
Probably like after the first hour was like, what's happening? And then
I think she just didn't know what time it was.
I like that.
Yeah. I had a good time on that show. It was a good show.
Yeah.
They're asking what games 1-up is mass produced. There are a ton of them. And actually, we were trying to get the license for Warlords last year. Well, and they just released it.
You just Google it, but they've been around now for what, 4 or 5 years?
At least 4.
And so, yeah, it's got to be 4 years.
I mean, long enough to where if you had an arcade that was called 1-up, now you regret life.
Yeah. John Jamshid. But to answer the question, they've had several iterations of the cabinets. So like their little Miss Pac-Man countertop, for example, originally only came with 2 games in it. Now it comes with 4, I think. Partycades come with 8. They've always come with 8. And there's Centipede. There was a Dig Dug countertop. There was Miss Pac-Man countertop, Galaga countertop. There's a new Pac-Man countertop with wood grain sides that kind of looks like a cocktail machine or a cabaret. The Partycades I just learned about, but apparently they were very hot when they first came out because you could hang them on the wall. So people like that.
I just can't. Yeah, I mean, isn't that what one of the Bushnell sons, his machine hangs on the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Polycade is industrial.
Tyler, yes.
Yeah, I mean, that thing you can rail on and it'll never come off the wall because it's.
When you say rail, are you saying it with a sexual connotation?
I don't know where that's from, but it's funny. You should keep saying it. I'm trying to say rail all night.
The other thing with the Polycades is that they use. I mean, it's a completely different class of machines.
Yeah, well, and so is the price point, right? So this one is $250 retail. I got mine for $199 shipped, because I had a deal, and it's apparently, I don't know. There's a quantum version out now, which I was kind of hoping I get the quantum one, but I'm probably going to end up putting a Raspberry Pi in it anyways, and so I can play whatever I want.
Why doesn't somebody make an adapter to where you can take their board and play it in a real arcade game?
You can. You just need to do you just need a VGA to CGA adapter.
Well,
okay, but
there's no JAMA adapter though.
There's no like plug and play to
right.
get it to just go straight into.
You'd have to wire all the controls.
What? Because it's first of all they use some different interfaces which people have figured out, but also I mean it's not the best emulation. It's not terrible, but it's not the best. So I mean if you're gonna do that, why would you get a 1-up to do that instead of just throwing a Raspberry Pi in?
Well, some of the arcade 1-ups have serious lag problems. Some of the earlier monitors they used were slower, and so there's actually a YouTube video where a guy who does a Galaga comparison, and he's got a 1-up Partycade from a few years ago, and then he's got a real Galaga machine, and then he has MAME running, and he simultaneously shows on the screen, and the 1-up lags behind because it doesn't have the processing power to keep up. And just because the monitor's refresh is not great either. So, but this one's actually, and actually Andy Baldwin says AKR is actually a decent game. I agree. I played it for the first time today. I will say that the trackball on this thing is a pile of crap, so I got to figure out how I'm going to replace that.
How small is it? Like a 1-inch trackball or something? Or
yeah, it's inside the machine. It's like this, and so it's
that looks pretty big. Oh no, that's pretty small.
It's smaller than the original. I might be able to get original in there.
That sounds like it's about 2 1/4.
It's not. It's smaller.
Huh.
Yeah, it's definitely smaller.
Well, they have these really cheap Chinese ones that I'm sure is what they're using that were basically like mice for computers.
Right.
And so all they did is they adapted them for arcade stuff. And actually, when they first started selling them, they were all PS1 connection.
Oh
mice.
my God.
And then they actually converted them to have arcade outputs on them. But the bearings in them are like two little pinpoint bearings, and they were terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah. So
I could see the big old trackball from Adam's. Is it the Atari football sticking out? The beautiful.
That's what you need to do. Hook up your Atari football trackball to it.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's a trackball.
Play it like a real man.
That's
like
a trackball.
Real man. Yeah. They took our jobs.
Chatters, these guys are being really nice to me right now, but when I told them that I got this thing, the language that I heard.
We are being very nice to you right now. That's not sarcastic.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm telling them, that I'm not Why am I not? Hey,
He said it was a wall hanging kit and a door hanging kit. It was a. I'm not gonna say it.
there's an X Arcade 3 arcade trackball for $60. That'd probably work better.
Yeah, it won't fit though.
Why not?
Because they're 2 1/4 inch.
Let's drill a hole.
And then your interface is wrong.
It's USB. So if I put a pi in there, it won't matter.
Right,
Yes.
but it won't work on your thing there. But wait, so wait, I was gonna look up this. So all right.
When you say your thing, are you saying that with a sexual connotation?
Every time.
Okay.
Without doubt. There's no question. When I say hello, there's a sexual connotation. All right, we are
When you
not
say hello, I
letting
say
this go
goodbye.
tonight. We're waiting for the 1-up release of Exterminator. Boom.
Yeah. Boom. Success.
Oh.
Oh man, it's a double beer night.
Lorraine, my density has popped me to you.
So I will say, for those of you who want something other than the 1-up, there is a place called Harman Customs that does similar style cabinets. They're 3/4 inch MDF, cut well, positioned well, but you do have to populate them with your own parts. But the guy's a good guy. I believe he's down in Texas.
Oh, really? Where's that?
No,
They're-
sorry, Gilbert, Arizona.
They're Hurmans, right? Hurmans.
Hermans or Harmons or
Hurmans.
Harumans.
Harriman.
You lost me at age, but okay.
Oh, no. Yeah. The only thing is you'll spend $220 on the cabinet, and then you have to populate it, and then you have to put something inside it. Then you have to get a monitor. So by the time you're done, you're better off buying an arcade game.
Well, you buy a 1-up, then you buy a Raspberry Pi for it, then you replace the controls, then you put a light in the marquee, then you have to replace the artwork because it wears out. You know?
No, it doesn't, because there's a plexi over the top of it.
Now there is.
Now there is, yeah. Actually, it's funny. So we did buy some 1-ups to do part swaps on them and start setting up some kits for the shop. And I took 3 cabinets to an event. Like, we bought 3 cabinets. I'm like, we were going to this fighting game event. I brought them. I'm like, oh, these will be fun. We'll throw them down. And the kids can play them, whatever. Or people can play them. And all the control panels were worn off by the end of the weekend. And it was like, maybe a couple hundred people played. It was actually kind of interesting.
Of existence.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Whoever's running the soundboard tonight is on point.
On point.
Yes. Great fingering.
So, when you say that,
Hey,
I don't think it was even
I
implied.
can't make the yeah. There you go.
I think a man should be strong.
so Mark,
He can
I'm looking
stand
at your
up for
notes here.
himself
Yeah.
and protect
Like-
the woman he loves.
What? What do you want to know?
I want to know about the Tron mirrors.
Okay, so let me get one.
What's a Tron mirror?
Yeah, let's catch up, okay?
Okay, so I ordered the mirrors inside of that are supposed to go inside of an environmental disc of Tron from this old game, and then 8 months passed, and then somebody else went and made brushed stainless steel replicas that are heavy duty, and I was like, I would like one, and so I bought a pair, and let me see if I can get them to come out. It's super heavy.
What are they for? Discs of Tron?
Discs of Tron. So I know it's a mirror, but
It's
this is actually the back of it. The other side, that's the mirrored side, has a protective coating on it. But it is amazing. What does it say?
For those of you who are wondering where to get these, the guy selling them is a guy named Mark Rudell.
Correct.
He's out of St. Cloud. And if you aren't sure where to find him, go to the Arcade Repair Group, and he posts about 20 questions about fixing his discs of Tron every couple of days.
Yeah, he does. And he actually got me to measure my discs of Tron mirrors and take pictures of them so that he could do this. But they're going to be great, and I think you could bash things into them and nothing would happen.
Let's try it. Let's see.
Feels pretty good. Yeah.
So Mark's actually a guy I've known for about 10 years. He's actually really good friends with Susan. She's known him since the 90s.
Oh.
So he is Mark is probably one of the only people I know who has more backstage access than Susan.
When you say backstage access, do you mean that in a sexual way?
Completely. He actually legitimately is like good friends with a number of the bands. Like no joking. Knows all the members of Kiss well. Steven Tyler calls him on the phone. I mean, it's like it's kind of funny. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Funny haha or
yeah, sometimes funny haha
or funny weird. Hey, we're live, by the way.
We are live. We're live. Oh wait, let me talk about the other things I've got on here. What else is going on? Okay, time machine parts. So I haven't opened. Hold on. I haven't opened up yet, but on the top of a DeLorean time machine, that we have this thing called the wormhole emitter, and I just got this one from the UK. It lights up. It has 12-volt.
What does it do?
Standard little bulbs. Well, on the top of the DeLorean, it in the movie, it opens up the wormhole that the car drives through. I mean, it doesn't. This one's not really going to do that.
Oh, well, I'm disappointed.
So you got ripped off.
So they it looks like a coin box. Did somebody sell you a coin box and tell you it was a wormhole generator?
I haven't opened it up yet. No, I'm sure it's going to be fun. Maybe I'll try to open it during the show.
There you go.
But it is so sealed. It came from. Hold on, where did he ship it from? It's from the UK. Where is Deal? Deal Kent. It came from Deal Kent.
Well, any of the listeners that are from Deal Kent right now, maybe they could tell us where it is, or we could Google it.
We could Google it.
United
Kingdom. He called it a custom-made lamp. Yeah.
When you say you Googled it, do you?
Yeah. So you put it on. So what I have on my DeLorean right now is just a casting, and it has no detail. And I mean, people are like, "Oh my God, it's a DeLorean! I can't believe it." They don't go, "Oh, look, it's a casting. This looks like shit." They don't say that. But with this, they're going to be like, a little bit more.
I'd be like, "Oh my God, it's DeLorean with the wormhole thingy dingy."
Wormhole emitter, like one guy. And the cool thing about the wormhole emitter is that on the front of it is a Pioneer speaker, like a little emblem with their logo on it that came on these speakers that were sold, for cars. And so the guy bought those, and it's on this one.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I do like Brad Holman's comment. UK vehicles tend to have faulty wiring. Just saying.
No, they're fine. They're 40-year-old vehicles. Okay,
well,
so
I mean, technically, the DeLorean is from Ireland, right?
Belfast, Ireland, correct. Now let me see if I can show you. Can you see this clock radio right here?
Yep, the one that was in the movie.
So this is Marty McFly's Panasonic.
Yep.
Radio. It's showing correct time. It's 7:47.
It's hard to get those.
Right?
I try to get one.
So that's.
Hard. Did you just get that?
Got a good deal on an auction.
Nice. I was probably bidding against you. Did you just get that?
I did.
Yeah. I've been looking for one for the last month or so. Damn.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't know how to contact all my friends and tell them don't bid against me.
Yeah.
But,
it was me. It was me.
Oh, I'm sorry. And then last but not least,
no, you're not.
I brought my $6 million man dolls. I mean, I did stuff in storage the last 2 weeks with Dark Ideology, which was super fun. I got another storage unit, so now I'm up to 4 storage units.
Oh, Jesus. You should just build a building.
Well, that's the next logical step. And by the way, I actually found a spot for my arcade, and it looks pretty amazing. And there's a Buc-ee's across the street, actually the freeway. Do you know what a Buc-ee's is?
No, sounds like a bar.
I wish it was a bar. It's like this Texas pit stop place where you go and there's this giant building and has all this stuff, and they have tons and tons of pumps for your gas and fresh food, and I don't even know how to explain it, but they're gigantic and people love to stop at them. They're like the super duper stop and go that never really ever came into play. But anyway, so while I was in storage, I found one little thing. I brought it. Let me run up there and grab it just a sec. Just a sec.
Very nice.
Coming. I don't know if you've seen these before, but these are my 3 bionic men.
They're all the same. But yeah.
They are all the same. There's nothing wrong with them.
I
think what?
When they said we can build you better, they didn't mean another one.
I actually had one when I was a kid with the bionic eye and the bionic arm. And couldn't you like look in his leg or something? Or
yes, he has a hole in the back of his head.
Yeah,
and it makes everything look really far away.
Yeah,
that was the way they showed you that it was. Oh, because it's really far away. That actually means really close. Like when they showed you him running fast.
Yeah,
they showed you him running slow.
Right. So, do you have the engine block to go with him?
I do have 2 engine blocks. Not sure where they are. Not in that Ziploc bag. By the way, all of them, they have a little button on his back that you push, and then he's supposed to punch. And on all 3 of them, that button, whatever the mechanism is broken.
Oh, that's too bad.
It's a pretty consistent failure point. I had one, and I think he lost his eye due to a soldering iron accident. So,
bionic this.
I wonder how this works.
Damn. Damn.
By the way, in that Back to the Future shot by shot, I shoot that scene. I had to have 3 clocks, 3 watches on me when I did it.
That's
and
funny.
then my wife pulls up as Marty McFly, which is the best part. So.
I can't find Jason's auction.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll get it for you.
Let's see. Is it over? Because it was at 7 Eastern.
It says live right now. It is live. Hour and 59 minutes. Oh, it's like bouncing through a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, let's see.
Right now, there's an asteroids control panel.
Just what I needed.
Ooh.
Just what
Jason
I
Kopp
needed.
is live now in the Arcade Exchange. He's touching.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, he has cobwebs on his fingers. That's awesome. I'll share it in the Skype chat. We should live stream his auction and then make funny comments.
I'm gonna buy something right now.
We should turn the sound off, live stream his auction, and then we can voice overlay it.
Yeah. Just make his auction just one of the.
This content is not available right now. Yeah,
Oh.
maybe I'm blocked from it. It's possible.
I don't know.
It's possible.
He is wiping down the control panel real good.
Yeah, it's a filthy asteroids control panel, and he's cleaning it live.
Nice.
Nice. It's very nice.
Oh, let's do some news or something. Or some gadgets.
Like, I didn't know his auction was tonight. Delusional, you need to stay here.
Oh, God, I gotta go.
I don't get to talk about... I actually fixed shit this week.
Tell me about what you did.
What are the magic sources of these signs?
I always felt that the true stars at Atari was engineering.
Oh, you're an inventor.
Yes, I am.
What have you invented?
A lot of things.
Like?
Like a lot of things. Like things that you've heard of.
Like?
Well, things that you will have heard of, okay? Patents are pending.
Arcade gadgets with Brian McLeod.
welcome to the gadget section. The section where we talk about gadgets and what Brian's been working on.
Great Scott!
All right, we'll start with gadgets. So, for those of you looking for control panels, TakeMan has gone on a rampant overdrive of making control panels. Reactor control panels, Lunar Lander control panels, Lunar Lander thrusters, Atari Cabaret control panels. And the list goes on and on. Anyways, over on KLOV, he's doing a ton of stuff. You should go check it out. He does a really nice job with his panels. I've never been disappointed. And some of the stuff he's doing, like the silkscreen Lunar Lander panels, this is the first time in 6 years he's done them. So if you have a Lunar Lander, you want it to look amazing, over on KLOV is the place to go. Also, Aaron posted today pictures of his red big kit. So the new big kits are in and they are red, and he is testing them. So as going through, setting them all up, making sure they all work, should be good.
Well, I guess that's everything.
The other thing I was going to mention today, talked about this little baby last week. My B&K 575A. This is a chip tester. If you haven't seen these things are pretty amazing. I found this a good deal on Craigslist. Anyways, testing the 6502 chips, the memory, and the logic chips from Asteroids Deluxe boards. And I haven't pulled the DACs to see if it does them, but I haven't put a chip in here yet that it doesn't actually test. So it's really kind of cool. You can do a number of different tests. The one I've got it set to is where it basically runs the testing on the chip until it fails, and it only cuts out if it fails. So
what are the magic sources of these sounds? Well, the secret lies in a chip.
So, and then what I've been working on this week, I actually fixed my Cinestar, which I was very proud of.
Cinestar.
Had some memory problems. Went through, resoldered all the headers on Stargate, fixed Stargate, got that working. That was down, got that up and going. And then discovered that if you haven't changed the fuses in Atari games, the 5-volt power source fuse, and the game is, let's say, I don't know, 30, 40 years old, and you leave it on for 11 to 12 hours a day, those fuses fail. And they don't fail by burning out. Have you guys seen this? They don't fail by the actual fuse working like a fuse. They overheat and the cap falls off.
No.
Yeah. I mean, it's held in place. It didn't fall off the machine, but when you take it out, the cap is no longer attached.
Ooh, that's weird.
And so I was talking to somebody who runs probably as many or more public machines than just about anybody else in the country, but who has asked to remain nameless for a lot of different reasons. And he was saying that on the old Atari games, if you do run them for an extended period of time, cleaning the fuse blocks or replacing the fuse blocks is essential. Otherwise, the little bit of resistance that occurs between the fuse and the fuse blocks actually heats them up and melts the fuses.
Son of a bitch.
Which I would have never guessed. I mean, literally, we had 3 machines, Lunar Lander, Star Wars, and Liberator, all went down. And it was all the exact same thing. We brushed them off, cleaned off the fuse holder with a little Dremel tool, put the fuses back in, turned them on, haven't had a problem in a week since.
Fantastic.
So.
Beautiful.
That's it.
That's it?
Jason just opened a box full of joysticks and crap. Wow! Oh my god!
Bid on
He's
it.
holding them up like they're treasures.
Bid on it. Hurry.
No. $5. Beef. Oh wait, somebody already bid $5.
Too late.
Bid 10. Done.
But those are Wicco sticks.
And knowing is half the battle.
I better not win because I don't want to buy those. I should put bid 10, brought to you by Arcade Radio. Yep, I see his auction.
It's the Arcade News
Should I do the news in a old newsman voice this week? From LasVegasWeekly.com, Pinball Hall of Fame turns to GoFundMe to stay afloat. The quirky and beloved Pinball Hall of Fame in Las Vegas is apparently in trouble.
Yes.
So it's,
I like how this is like, oh, we plan to expand just before the COVID. Oh my God, it's run by, it says Tim Arnold. I thought it said Tom Arnold. And I'm like, I love Tom Arnold. He's hilarious. I don't know Tim Arnold.
Anyway, they're trying to raise $200,000.
Holy crap, why are they trying to stay afloat for 5 years? What the F?
Well, I don't know. How much money could they bring in like a week in that place? Every time I see pictures, it's empty.
Right,
like,
and they're not open all the time. It's
got to cost more to run the machines, and people are coming in and putting in money. I mean, there's a cover? I assume there's a cover, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But it's not like $100. You know?
Oh, look at this. They borrowed $1.7 million to move from Tropicana to a new home on the Strip.
Yeah, but that was recent. That was like a year ago or something.
That is a lot of money to borrow.
Yeah. So this was, they started this when the whole, pandemic started. And we talked about this, didn't we, on the show?
That they were moving?
Yeah. I don't know about that. Did we? Okay.
I don't remember.
And I'm not going to try and be negative about stuff because I know a lot of people are having a hard time, but I do find it interesting when some of the for-profit places are running GoFundMe to I get it, but it'll be interesting how this does. Galloping Ghost tried doing it for an expansion project during COVID, and they didn't make it. They fell $20,000 short.
Well, I guess they're not expanding.
Well, I think they are anyways, which kind of makes you wonder, something like that happens, and you go okay, so why are you asking for money for free? Why wouldn't you just be, selling passes to people online? So you can buy a pass online. You don't have to go, but what's the
right? Just sell a lifetime pass. That would be a good purchase, I think.
It's America.
Even just
ask for money.
Right, but with Galloping Ghost, and I'm not trying to be too negative about this, but with Galloping Ghost, if it's $20 to get in the door, for every $20 you support them with, they'll send you a pass.
Mm-hmm.
So, so if you spend $80, you get 4 passes. You don't ever need to use them, but you've given them your money. To me, that makes sense because you're running a profit business. So, Indie Arcade Wave asked, how much are they running? They were trying to get 30,000. They raised 12,580.
And this next one, I don't know, Mark, if you sent this to me earlier in the week, but I seem to know about this.
I did. I sent it to on our chat.
So Patreon.com, before Blockbuster and Redbox, there was this thing called Video Vendor. So with instant access to so many media services these days, streaming and Redbox and all that stuff. Redbox isn't even doing that great anymore.
No.
So, but there's still one outside of the Walgreens next to me.
Me too.
So when, you have to have a hard time imagining leaving the house to seek entertainment to bring home to enjoy. Going to Blockbuster or, what were the other ones? Hollywood Video?
Yeah, movie.
Mr. Movies. Mr. Movies.
Oh, I love Mr. Movie.
Yeah. Family Video.
Showbiz Pizza. Oh, wait, no.
With the recent news of the closure of the remaining 250 Family Video locations and Blockbuster nostalgia in full swing, with branded apparel and games on Target shelves of all places, it's important we shed some light on a rare precursor. Before Redbox and Blockbuster, there was Video Vendor. Released in 1984 by Essex Engineering, Blockbuster wasn't founded until 1985, incidentally. Video Vendor was the first videotape vending machine. I know what you're thinking. Does an early VHS vending machine look as gloriously 80s as I think it would? And you're damn right it does. This thing is awesome. It's like this giant. Have you ever seen a tape library? I'm sure that's what they based it on. With the old.
It looks like a bookshelf with the arcade game, to the side, and
yeah,
your prize is a tape.
Yeah,
is a movie.
So when I worked for a local company here in Minneapolis, we had a mainframe with a giant tape library, and you could watch that thing go. And it would go down. The arm would go down and grab a tape. And there's hundreds of tapes in there.
I remember those. Those were awesome.
It was really cool. So this is kind of like that, only it's all like VHS tapes. So.
Oh, wait a minute. Someone's selling one.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what this is about, sir.
Go ahead.
And I have news for you.
Yeah.
It's like breaking news. I made an offer and he accepted it.
Are you kidding me?
No, I am not.
You're kidding.
No. This bitch is going to be up in my house.
Oh my God. That's going to be hilarious. Like, let's watch Groundhog Day.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Damn it, the video rental
put in
machine's down
$10 in. I have to put $10 in quarters in this thing. Hold on.
Does it rewind the movie for you?
No, you're supposed to rewind them when you return them.
Oh, sure. Be kind, rewind.
That, I hated those fees. They charge you a fee for that shit.
Well, just rewind it. The machine would do it if you just leave it in there. It would play to the end and would rewind. It's like, how hard is
That's what she said.
When you say how hard
is it?
Oh,
that with a sexual connotation.
Yeah. That's better than that's what she said.
It is way better. First of all, it takes a lot longer to say, so it drags out the joke, which is just great. That's why this show is not rated for kids.
Sorry, kids. Go away.
I think we should move on to the next segment. What do you guys think?
Sure, you don't want to mention that it's 6 feet tall, 8 feet wide, 2 feet deep.
Go ahead. Tell us about it, Mark. Tell us about it.
How are you getting this?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have Beltman go pick it up and bring it over.
They are awesome.
Yeah,
Beltman.
Yeah, let's see what else. Like Redbox, you actually would slide your credit card or you would pay cash.
Sure.
And scan a membership card to rent or buy VHS tapes. I think that it also would take beta tapes. I'm not 100% sure. The robotic machine would index up and down, left and right, grab the movie. The scripper would shoot out the tape and bring it to the collection door. And I'm not sure exactly how what your deposit was. I think if you use cash, you actually had to put quite a bit of money into the machine as your deposit, and then you would get it back.
Yeah, because back in the day, if you didn't return a VHS tape, it was like a $30 to $90 fee.
Oh, yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Well, I love the CRT screen on this. That's awesome.
Yeah, it looks like it's a green screen. I know there's an error on it, but I have good feelings about trying to, crack in there and figure out what's going on.
Did you guys
I can't wait
drop
to see if there's any other ones.
Did you drop it into the chat?
I have not dropped into the chat. I'll do that for you.
Is the deal done?
Yeah.
It's done. Everybody F off. I've got it.
That's funny. He got the Panasonic
He's
clock.
been selling it. He's been trying to sell it for a long time.
It's been
he
up
just
for
found
a year.
the right weirdo. Yeah.
I'm surprised that guy that has the old video store didn't buy it.
I'm going to say, I think Metropolis told me about this.
Interesting.
Not 100%, but pretty sure.
Have you seen that retro video guy on Instagram? He does all old VHS. He has I think we talked about it on the show before, but he replicated a Blockbuster in his house. We have arcades in ours, but he has a full video rental store. Yeah, that thing is cool.
I wonder if I pasted my link into the chat, but since I'm not logged in as Arcade Radio, I wonder if they can see it.
Oh my God. This next one, I guess I'm going to read too. BleedingCool.com says a whole case of Atari ET games was on auction at Heritage this week. Now that's interesting to me because, okay, so it's only 6 games.
That's
Right.
a whole box.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go to the link on Bleeding Cool, you'll see the box.
But that means that they're all completely sealed.
Is that right?
This game is notorious for being one of the leading causes of the video game crash in 1983. Blah, blah, blah. The lot of 6 glued sealed games, individual grades for each unit and case pack may vary. Sold as is, no returns. Who would return this?
It looks like games were not shrink wrapped, but they were definitely sealed. So
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
There's some chick on Atari Age that is collecting.
When you say chick, are you saying that with sexual connotation?
In this case, no.
Oh.
But she is collecting ET cartridges. She's been in the chat on this show. She's a fan of Howard Scott Warshaw, so rightly so. Literally, she has like hundreds of ET cartridges. I don't know what she's going to do with them. She's going to make like a border in her bedroom, or
I put them on the ceiling, or
I don't know.
Are they reflective? I don't know.
They're not.
No, that's too bad.
Yeah, they're not. Some are from a landfill. These are not from a landfill. These are like unopened. Somebody found a crate, a little box of unopened ET cartridges that had been orphaned in the back of some store, and kept them, and now they're selling them. Yeah, Heritage Auction ET. Look it up. All right. Yeah. So moving on. We have other segments on this show we like to.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
And one of them is apropos because today is
to generate the 1.21 gigawatts of electricity. 1.21 gigawatts. 1.21 gigawatts.
Back in '82, I used to be able to throw a pigskin quarter mile.
Back to the cade with Time Runner.
Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Hey, everybody, welcome to Back to the Cade, where we talk about stuff that happened a long time ago.
Good night, future boy.
Yes, good night. Unfortunately, I don't have a segment figured out for today. So.
Gotta get you home.
Let's talk about when I saw Back to the Future in 1985. I saw it at a sneak preview 2 weeks before it came out. It actually was released July 3rd, 1985. And for some reason, on a Friday night, they showed it one time in a theater, and I have no idea why. I'm assuming maybe they were like trying to see if it sucked or not. I don't know. But anyway, I saw it. And my friend Brian Hughes was in the back row. And Brian Hughes, I remember him well for 3 things. Number 1, his parents were Australian. That was kind of cool. Number 2, he introduced me to this the stuff that you smelled, and it was called Rush, and it didn't really do much. And I was like, "What is this?" And anyway, that was terrible. This is a terrible part of the story. Number 3. Number 3.
We
used to play.
Jesus, didn't that guy ever have hair?
I didn't say this was going to be a good story. Number 3, we used to play laser tag. And every time we went to the laser tag place, we would repeat "Shout" by Tears for Fears over and over on the way there. He also had a cute sister that had short hair, but nothing really came of that. So that's number 4. Bonus. Brian Hughes, if you're listening, whatever. He's not listening. I don't know where he is.
He's not. You have no idea where he is. I haven't seen him in years.
Yeah. I mean, I remember he took me to see Mad Max 3, and I had not seen the other 2. I guess he's Australian and that's why he loved the Mad Max, because he's from Australia, and I just didn't get it. I was watching the whole movie, and I'm like, what the frick is happening in this movie? I don't even know what's happening. Him and his dad were like, "Oh my god, it's a callback! Oh my god, it's a callback!" And I'm like, I don't know I don't get it.
Hey, I have a voicemail. Should I play that right now?
Why not? This fits. Let's do it. I've had some beer.
Thank you for calling 612-548-GAME. This is Arcade Radio. Please leave your message after the tone.
Hey, everybody. It's your buddy, Bob Zarzadek, control panel expert and technician. Hey, you guys, I'm in Florida again. I don't know if you heard about this, but I'm at this golf club called Mar-a-Lago. I don't even know what that means, but they have like golf balls that fall outside the fence, and I can go and get them and make money. And there's this guy with orange face that just come out yelling at me, and it was pretty cool because he had like his own like personal SWAT team hanging out with him. It was awesome. So I'm gonna have photos of that to share with you as soon as I can get all this balls that I've secretly hidden. Anyway, hey, I hear you don't have a guest tonight. That's really sad. I don't really know what to say. Maybe one day I'll come on your show and answer some questions about my control panel expertise. I think I'd like that. So, if you can meet me, my fee is only $500, and it's you can pay it in installments. All right.
What?
Play him.
Why are you laughing? I can hear laughing. Is that okay? Hey, I gotta go. I see somebody else just they're eyeballing me right now. I won't have to take off. All right. Okay. Zarzadek out.
When he says hide the balls, does he mean that with a sexual
connotation? I said it so quickly. That was well worth the cost of this episode. So we're talking about how we're going to fill up the this to go back to this VHS vending machine. It's going to come with no VHS tapes in it, and I'm going to fill it up with VHS tapes.
They're all going to be Back to the Future.
Or I had to fill it. No, I think they're all going to be like Chevy Chase's Funny Farm or something that nobody cares about.
Every single one of them.
Right.
Oh, that'd be really sad.
Every now and then, auction masters will have like some place will close and have a boatload of like VHS tapes or something else. So I haven't seen VHS tapes in like a year, but they do. I mean, like that's the kind of stuff that comes up on there. You should keep an eye on it.
I mean, I have a personal collection of VHS tapes in storage, but and I know which ones they are too because the container they're in, those tapes are heavy, and they sag, and so that's how I figure out where the tapes are. Everything else in my storage is action figures, which weigh nothing. So, especially now, considering I took 3 Bionic Men out of it. But hey, what is Adam doing with his cat? What is happening?
I don't know, but Mr. Peabody said 10 to 15 VHS tapes at Goodwill is $1.
$1? Okay, yeah. I just think there's going to be like terrible.
Did I show you?
NG Fonda workouts. No, you didn't show me. What do you got?
The mug Susan got me from.
Yes, please. Let's see.
Goodwill. I can't show you, but I can read it to you.
What?
Yeah. Well, it's the saying is kind of funny.
It's inappropriate.
I mean, yeah. I can't find it. But anyways, it basically says something along the lines of your Google search does not take the place of my medical degree.
Nice.
I gotta stop Googling myself. I mean, my symptoms.
Yes, that's one of the. Anyways,
I know. Every morning we wake up with allergies. We're like, oh my god, we're dying. We got the COVID.
This is please do not confuse your Google search with my medical degree.
Hey, and speaking of the COVID, I know that when you got your second shot, you were feeling super run down.
Oh,
How did that go? I mean, you seem fine now.
Yeah, I mean, it goes away in a day. My symptoms weren't as bad. One of my bosses, he had Rigers. Like, he's like wrapped in like sweatpants, sweatshirt, under his blankets, trying to like stay warm and shaking uncontrollably. He's like, it's really funny. He's telling the story. He's like, 9:00 at night, dog has to go outside. I'm looking at it thinking, this is a bad idea. Walks outside with the dog, and the chills just hit him, and he could not get them to go away for like 2 hours.
Hey, so for those folks that are not medical, Rigers are episodes in which your temperature rises pretty much quickly, and then you have the severe shivering, and then you feel cold, right?
Mm-hmm. You feel really cold, and you can't stop shivering. Like you just like, and so you're trying to keep yourself warm by covering yourself and stuff, but you're actually warm, which is why you feel cold.
Right.
And you can't stop shaking, but you have this drive to like nest basically. And so actually one of the PAs and one of the docs I work for both had Rigers after this. And they're not,
did they snuggle
with each other? Actually, so it was funny because the guy is this like, he's a really good guy. He actually bought a pinball machine for me.
Tangent.
But he calls the PA and he's like, so you had some not so great symptoms. Am I just a giant wuss? Or like, is this hitting you like this? And evidently at the time he called the PA was in the middle of the Rigers at that point. He's like, nope, I'm like shaking and I can't. So
terrible.
Funny.
And people have had varying reactions. There's a couple of people who haven't had anything. We've had some people who are out of work for 2 or 3 days after the second vaccine.
Yeah.
So it's, but I think everybody, it's funny because almost everybody that's getting it is just happy they've got it.
I can't wait.
It's a lot of stress off because we're dealing with it every day. I mean, we had a COVID patient today. So.
Dang. All right.
So
segment now. Are we going to ask what's in the juke?
What's in the juke?
Hey, everybody. What? Hello, everybody, and welcome to What's in the Juke. This is the game where we play a song, and then if you can guess the title of the song, you will get
point.
Yes, and if you can guess the author, the artist, point. Correct. And if you can guess both,
full point.
Welcome to the compressed version. And if you don't know it, fight it out. Yeah. My favorite part of the show. Nice.
Good.
Hey, we should play a track.
Why not? We have 10 of them.
We have 10 of them, and they're going to be short.
Yes. Oh man, I have no idea what that is. What an amazing beginning of a song.
It is. It is quite amazing. It is Huey Lewis in the news. That's Mr. Peabody with the lead and a half point.
Half point.
Does anyone know what the song is?
Brad Holman.
Good job, Brad.
All right.
Half point.
All right, here
Half
comes your
point.
next track.
I wonder when that They can guess the original artist or the cover artist if they would like.
Oh, yes. Well, yes.
D. Norman, just refresh your YouTube. Maybe that'll help. His chat's so far behind. Chubby Checker, wrong!
Johnny Be
Grossman,
Good
that is
is
not Chubby Checker.
the
How
correct
dare you.
song.
Correct.
That's Mr. Peabody for a half point. Yeah.
Brad Holman? No, Mike Page.
Mike Page. So, Mike Page got us Chuck Berry and Mr. Peabody, Johnny Be Good. That's
Lovely.
Lovely.
Lovely. So they each get a half point.
Right, Mr. Peabody in the lead.
Okay, here comes your next track.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna get it.
Are we all gonna know who the guy that did it?
No, it's Marvin Berry and the Starlighters.
Oh no, it's a different guy. It's funny. Same segment over and over. You're cruel.
Yeah, it's Night Train by Marvin Berry and the Starlighters.
But who was it originally by?
I don't know who did the original.
His name was Jimmy Forrest, and spelled Forrest like Forrest Gump.
Because these last tracks on this album that we're playing from that may be familiar to people by now, they're credited to the characters and not the actual artist.
Hey, interesting story. One of the songs that we're about to hear won a Grammy, actually, and they had the actor sing the song, and then he's on the soundtrack. And so, totally randomly, he won. He has a Grammy, and he's from Minnesota.
Interesting.
He's very local to you.
We
should have him on the show. That'd be fun.
Let's do that.
Yeah. I'll get to it. What a coincidence.
Anybody get that one?
This guy.
I don't want to play too much or we're going to get flagged.
My darling dear.
There you go. That's it. I'm done playing any of that nonsense. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with YouTube lately. I think, I was wondering if we should try Facebook streaming. It wouldn't
we
take
could do that too.
We could do an auction at the same time then.
That we should.
I know Arcade Jason's auction ended, so.
I saw Joe Drosen bidding over there.
Did he?
Good job, Joe Drosen. You're double
dipping.
Dipping.
And
when you
he just got a full point. When you say double dipping.
Sounds weird.
It does sound.
All right, let's see. Has anybody figured? Mr. Peabody said Night Train. That was correct.
Yeah.
Earth Angel, so let's give Joe Drosen that.
Yeah.
Full point, half point.
Marvin Berry. I think the Penguins did the original version of it.
Full point.
They didn't seem to do a lot of other things.
Half point.
They were a doo-wop group.
Full point, half point.
Produced by Dootsy Williams. How come there's nobody named Dootsy anymore?
I don't know. That's too bad.
That is too bad.
Okay, here comes your next
wait
track.
till the 2050s. All right, let's go. Oh.
That's almost not a good spot. How about this? Let's get in there.
I love that song. Nice. So this guy, nice guy, also he did a lot of the music for the musical that they're going to try to reopen it in May in London. I don't think they're going to make it, but
well,
so Joe Drosen, Back to the Future score, we're going to take that.
Yeah, Alan Silvestri.
Correct. It's the overture.
Yep, and he actually did the music to Cosmos, Seth MacFarlane's Cosmos.
And he's actually done several of the Avengers movies, starting with Captain America: First Avenger.
Yeah, he's quite good. Probably one of the best composers of modern times, I would say.
Hey, I just want to give a quick shout out. I just noticed Casey's in the chat.
Casey Relford, hell yeah, he said Motley Crue. I'm afraid that was not right.
I know, but Casey was having we talked about, they had a rough time with COVID.
Yeah,
so
glad to see
welcome back.
Better.
Glad to see you're healthy, or at least here. I don't know if you're healthy.
Right. Yeah, tell us, Casey Relford, how are you feeling? Maybe we should pull him into the show. I don't know. Well, we'll just ask him how he's doing and then hang up on him.
I do great. Thanks. Bye. Click. Oh wait, he didn't answer.
Sound
yet.
fine. Bye.
You sound fine. Thanks for calling.
No news.
All right, here comes your next track. Oh wait, didn't we already do that one?
Just did that.
All right, let's do this next
Sounds
one
exactly
instead.
like the other song.
It just sounds almost exactly like the first song we played. Okay, here comes your next track.
Nice. I heard your cat. Oh
Yeah.
my god, the cat is yelling.
She's very upset. She's been. Yeah, I know. You have
says
food.
it's 100% healthy.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Free
to hear.
immunity.
Yeah, that's not true, Joe Drosen. Immunity
know.
doesn't come with the disease. Unfortunately.
Well, Brad got Huey Lewis correct.
We're back in time. I think.
Oh, and yeah. That's good job, Brad. Brad, you and Mr. Peabody are tied.
But
You
Joe
know a lot of
Drosen had
songs.
back in time before.
Did he?
Yeah.
All right, taking the point away from Brad, and then also the tie. Sorry.
So it's Brad Holman for Huey Lewis, and then Joe Drosen for Back in Time.
It's not Joe.
Joe Drosen.
Half point.
For both those fellas.
Thanks, 20 listeners. I'm glad you don't have anything better to do. 21 listeners, nice.
Okay, here comes your next track. I absolutely love this track.
Me too. I mean, this is a fun song.
It is really good. I would love to meet him.
Okay, let's do it.
But he had a heart attack 2 years ago.
Oh.
And he's recovered, but he's not with Fleetwood Mac anymore. Whoever this guy is.
That should make it easier. Whoever this guy is, right? It is not Eric Clapton, although I could imagine they would be buddies.
Yeah, why not? It is Time Bomb Town. Mr. Peabody is correct. And it is Lindsey Buckingham. Full point for Mr. Peabody. I mean, he's got to be catching up now.
Nice. I mean, you guys could just pull up the
Full
freaking Back
point.
to the Future soundtrack and figure this shit out. But whatever.
I know, exactly. All right, here comes your next track.
Oh, I wonder what this is.
You know, it's interesting. People think that Spielberg directed this film, which he did not.
No. Produced.
He produced it.
He was on set.
Yes, and contributed, I'm sure, in some ways.
I feel like a lot of the movies that he didn't direct but produced, including this, Gremlins, Batteries Not Included,
Goonies.
I mean, you can definitely feel
his presence.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Batteries Not Included. That's another one. I don't feel like that one has persevered as well as these others. But that's
funny.
That's a good one.
I just bought that movie for $5. I've never seen it. I'm going to watch it.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So Back to the Future is the track, and it is Alan Silvestri. So
right. We're giving points to. I'm gonna say Joe Drosen.
Joe Drosen and Joe Drosen.
So Joe Drosen
Full
pulling
point.
into the tie with Mr. Peabody. It's a death battle.
All right.
Down to the wire.
I like this song.
Yeah, and the great thing about this song is I think it's really uncharacteristic of him, style-wise. But maybe not. I shouldn't say that. He's pretty eclectic. He does multiple styles. And I saw him do a live thing with a jazz, jazz. It was a jazz group, and it was amazing.
I just feel like he's very
Versatile?
He's very well-rounded.
Yeah.
Yes, versatile as well, yeah. When you say versatile, are you speaking with a sexual connotation?
Do you use it any other way?
Oh, hey, Dolly. Nice to hear.
Dolly, what's up?
We missed that girl. Yeah, it is Heaven is One Step. That is Eric Clapton. And I think we've hit all of them, haven't we? No,
I haven't been keeping track, so let's see. Clapton, Mr. Peabody got that.
Well,
and
there's...
Oh, and One Step Away, correct.
Yep. I think we're done.
I don't think you did that one. Let me call it. There it is.
What do I have to do?
That's the last track.
Right.
Hey, baby. What do I have to do?
I can't play any more of that.
Yeah. Well, she never. She kind of does say the name of the song.
All right.
Roll along, roll along, roll along.
Roll with me.
I have to buy a Wurlitzer 1050 just to play this song in a decent way. Okay, we've got Dance With Me, Henry by Mr. Peabody.
Etta James, Mr. Peabody. That's a full point.
All right, Mr. Peabody cleaned up tonight.
Accolades.
Congratulations, Mr. Peabody, Joe Drossen, Brad Holman, and of course, the infamous Mike Page.
Mr. Peabody,
everybody go to his auctions.
If you want it, you've just won all 3 movies on Blu-ray. But they're the original Blu-rays. They're not the 4K ones.
4K. But
so they're high. They're high def.
1080p.
Head def.
They're head def.
1080p. When
all right.
you say high def.
All right. You guys have any goals for your arcade hobbies in the next couple of weeks? I'll tell you what my first goal is. I've got 2 goals. One is I got a I don't know what you call it, but it's like a proof print of the Mousetrap CPO because it's off, and I'm gonna fix where the alignment is, and I'm gonna send it back to this old game so he can print it off the way it's supposed to be. So he's working with me on that. And then the other thing is I am going to assemble the Journey control panel and get back to work on Journey.
Sweet.
So I have all that stuff. I'm going to put it together. I'll show it to you guys on the show in 2 weeks.
I
gotta have goals.
Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
I am shipping an Atari Soccer 4-player cabinet out to Minnesota.
That's cool.
And hopefully arranging to have the bubbles shipped as well. So
is that a wood? Is that a wood bubbles? I know I've asked before, but
wood, yeah, it's a wooden one, and it's. I mean, I got it for a reasonable price. The guy actually, it's a J-Rock, and it's missing a bezel, and it needs a lot of love. But outside of that, I am actually going back to Minnesota this Friday. I will be in at Starcade for a little while on Saturday, and I'm sure there are at least 10 machines there that I need to fix.
I saw there were a lot of the unhappy Fix It Felix stickers on a bunch of machines.
Well, this is actually actually we should ask the chatters. This is a question for you guys and the chatters. So some feedback. My feeling is, if they're not working, pull them off the floor. If there's some holes or spaces, push the rows together and just leave as many working machines on the floor as possible.
Yes.
And get rid of anything that's not. And we have had a lot more machines that are not working than I would like to have on the floor. So that's been my push.
I say take them off. I mean, I know there's about 20 of them, but you know.
Oh, I think we're down to 10 now.
Oh, even better.
So 10 out of so the magic number I've always heard is 5% is what you can have. So 8 machines out of 130 is reasonable without, but anything beyond that, so anyways, yeah.
So it's interesting. I wonder if there is also a percentage, if the machine is on and the track sequence works, but you can't play it, should you leave that in there? But just put the the thing on the that says "Don't play this game." I mean, it's a teasy. It's teasy.
That's like mean. I will say.
Okay, fine. I think you're right.
I will make a huge shout out to Ty Bergen today, who ran up there with the board sets, and I believe we now have a working tail gunner.
Cool. Oh, great! I saw that your X-Men 6 player is working.
That took a little doing, but anyways. So if the chatters have opinions on, do you leave them on the floor and have them out there for people to see? Do you toss them in the back and have spaces? Love to get your opinion.
Yeah, I think, Joe, the point is that they will make them work, but is it worth having them on the floor? That's the question.
And it's not it's not leaving them on to burn the CRT. It's just if they're not working, unplug them or turn them off and just leave them out there so they're there. But we can move on. I wasn't going to monopolize with this. We'll just watch the chat.
Hey, did you decide on that one room that I thought looked like the Saw room?
Yeah, that's going to be the that is actually where all the candy cabinets and fighting games are going.
Right.
And we should write Red Rum on the wall or something.
Yeah, that would be good, or whatever. Because it definitely looks like the room from Saw where people are.
And
I've never
this
seen
game,
that.
which Adam just helped fix,
Yeah.
is showing up.
Oh, nice.
It's called Boomerang for the people that are listening to the podcast.
Boomeranger.
Boomeranger, yeah.
And if you have ever just held this overwhelming desire to throw boomerangs and ride dinosaurs, this is your game. It was made for you.
Finally.
Was it originally an Australian release?
I don't know. I mean, like, to be honest, it is kind of fun. I don't know if you played it when you're at the shop. It is kind of a fun little
I did.
game.
That's how I found the buttons were reversed.
And the artwork on it is just phenomenal. Like, it's a very, like, the artwork is just gorgeous.
It's got a unique cabinet shape too.
It does. So it's, it basically came up, the deal on this one was hilarious. Troy from Illinois picked it up, told me about it. He knows I like really oddball cabinets, so he usually calls me, and I'm like groaning because he shouldn't call me because I need to buy less cabinets. And he made a deal with me. He said, if I plug it in and it works, it's this price. And if I, plug it in and does, no, wait, sorry. He said to me, yeah, if I plug it in and work, it's this price. If I don't plug it in, then you can pay this, or if I plug it in and it doesn't work, you can pay this. So he
too many options.
Scenarios. It was hilarious. And I was like, go for it, plug it in. And it worked. So I paid a little more, but it was worth it.
Well, it's kind of along the lines of Viking, or like what's some of the other, vertical scrolling shooter.
Yeah, it's got the unique thing in that it is actually a boomerang. So when you shoot, it doesn't just go out; it comes back.
Yeah.
And the dinosaur thing is a little weird, but
yeah. It is odd, but and just looking on Clav, there's 9 known instances of this machine.
But most of them, I believe, how many of them are conversions versus original cabinets?
4 of them are original.
Yeah.
1 is a conversion, and the rest are circuit boards. So really, only 5 in existence.
Yeah. So it's not something you're gonna. And I will check. I'm gonna see. Galloping Ghost has one. Let's see. I don't know.
Nice. So some of the answers that you've garnered from your audience, Wooden Gamer says, tough call. If the machine will be fixed soon, people might come back. So if it's been down for a long time, then I pull it. Brad Holman says, I like the idea of pulling them, but it sounds like a lot of work. Depends on how quick they are to fix. D. Norman, probably no relation to the guy from Psycho. When I worked for an operator, if anything was wrong with a machine, pulled as soon as possible. And finally, Brad Holman offers, on the other hand, you may see a game you may want to play and know to come back.
And those are all, that's what we're wrestling with. So thanks for the input, guys.
Well,
right now we're pulling a bunch of the stuff, and it is a wrestling match over what we pull versus what we leave.
Personally, if I went into an arcade game or into an arcade and 20 of the 100 machines was not working, that means you're going to encounter a machine once every 5 machines, right?
Every 6
so
to 7.
Sure. 5 times 20 is 100.
It's a little sad.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
so
I'm touching my ball too, Adam. Look.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, if I remember being in arcades where things weren't working, and you get frustrated if you run into a few machines. That's one thing. If you run into 20, that's a whole different ball of wax.
Well, what's even worse is if they don't even say they're marked down. Like Fun Spot had so much stuff that was kind of acting screwy, and none of it was marked as down. That was a bummer.
You guys remember Rusty Quarters? He only had 30 machines.
I hated that guy.
And 20 of them were down.
and if you walked in there, you put a coin in, and
their
it
smug
just ate
faces,
your
like,
coin.
"Eh."
Just I don't know.
I didn't like that guy.
Not many people did. He had a real, I don't know. He
had a real child molester kind of feel to him.
No, he wasn't that, but him and his wife just shouldn't be running a business. That's all.
No. Yeah, go home.
They had 2 failed businesses in the same location. So
they were 1 block from where I lived, so it was very frustrating.
And they were right next to one of the best bars and bowling alleys in town.
Right. Is Blake Bowl, whatever it was called, still there? I mean,
Bryant Lake Bowl.
Bryant Bowl. That's it.
Yeah, it's still there. They'll never go away. Although they have awesome breakfast, good coffee.
Oh God, I remember the breakfast.
Yeah, that's a good place.
Good beers too.
Give me a milk. Chocolate.
Totally, you could order a chocolate milkshake from there.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
If I lived in Uptown.
Great Scott!
Yeah. So, Mark, what are your plans for your arcading in the next couple of weeks?
Well, I took, like I said, I've got an additional unit. I'm fixing it up. It has a office in it, and my goal is to fix it up, get power going, and then put some fun arcade games inside of that. In the unit next to me, Aaron, Arcadeology, who you guys met previously, he just expanded. So what's funny is that we've expanded into the 2 units to the left of us, but it's in every other unit. So Aaron's in one, I'm in the next one, he's in the next one, and I'm in the next one. So in his unit, he set it up sort of as like a hangout with a TV and stuff like that. But mine, I'm going to put arcade games into the space. And I'm also going to move my movie cars over into that unit so that my other big plate, and these are like 30 by 40 storage units.
Yeah.
And they're incredibly inexpensive because we're in the middle of Texas, and it's pretty awesome. But so that's my goal, is to get power going and get the games that I want inside of that spot. I'm not sure what they will be, but I think there'll be a Star Wars. Yeah, for sure. Did you see them Libyans? Holy crap!
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we should wrap it up for tonight. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it's been a great ghost-free show. Wait, no, guest-free.
Yeah. 21 gigawatts!
That is funny.
1.21 gigawatts!
It's crazy how I can remember, that it's
him bouncing and with his eyes wide open, and
the part is that they filmed almost the entire film with Eric Stoltz.
Yeah.
And they fired him, and they had to reshoot a lot, for an additional $3 million. They had to reshoot a lot of the movie again with Michael J. Fox. So when Christopher Lloyd is yelling that 1.21 gigawatts, he's actually doing it a second time, several weeks after he did it the first time.
Yeah.
I'm sure they had notes. They were like, yeah, we liked how you did it the first time, but we needed a little bit, it needs to be a little bit higher pitched.
Well, and I watched that movie recently, and I was looking for Eric Stoltz. It's really hard to find him.
Pretty much the part where Biff is getting punched in the cafe. They think that that's actually Eric punching him because Michael J. Fox does not recall ever shooting that particular scene.
Yeah.
But and then there's another scene where you see Marty jump into the DeLorean when the Libyans are shooting at him. If you look closely, he's not wearing the same outfit, and that's because that's Eric Stoltz. They changed the outfit. He was wearing more of a goth, kind of a black outfit, and his T-shirt was actually a patent for. Actually, I can't remember what it was, but it was a patent for something. And they completely ditched that whole look to have Marty wearing, crisscross black and white shirt, and and the and it got cold because they were shooting in the wintertime, but when Eric Stoltz was shooting, it was more like early fall. So it's hilarious. I asked the editors that I got to interview them actually once. Hey, can you make an Eric Stoltz cut? And they were like, maybe. I think we should do that.
Oh my gosh. I mean, anything to sell a movie, but those guys are pretty adamant about the fact that there isn't going to be a sequel. They're, I hope that, 20 years from now, somebody doesn't go, hey, we should remake Back to the Future.
Well, if you want to see it remade, I saw it in England, in Manchester last year. Back to the Future, the musical, totally different, take on several of the scenes of the movie. I mean, they don't do it like shot for shot.
Yeah.
There's songs and new actors playing it. I loved it. I cannot wait till it comes back. As soon as it's safe, I'm totally heading out to London and going to watch it again.
That's cool.
Arcade Radio from London.
Yes.
There you go.
I did that actually.
Yes.
I do, but we could do the whole business trip on location.
Yeah.
Let's all go.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yes.
We could reenact that scene from European Vacation. Hey, kids.
Kids.
Follow
me.
Hey, kids.
Over and over. Well, Brian's the only one vaccinated. Let's get cracking on this, Brian. Adam.
Did they tell you, Brian, how many times you're going to have to get vaccinated?
They don't know how long it lasts.
Yeah.
So it could be 6 months, could be a year. They don't know.
Yeah.
Which one did you get?
I ended up with the Pfizer. It was the only one available here. Yep.
Yeah.
I know one of them that they said, it'll last for a year. And I'm like, how do they know that?
They've got all sorts of new stuff coming out too. There's like new vaccines coming out that actually are more promising than the ones that are out now. Higher production scale. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff that can happen. So
awesome.
It's pretty amazing.
That's great.
Well,
should do this for everything.
I don't know. Oh.
I'm not familiar with that Back to the Future sound.
See if you bastards can do 90.
Yeah, you bastards!
Anyway, I want to thank you for listening in to the Double R's. That's Arcade Radio.
Check out our website, arcaderadio.com. That's RCADRADIO.com. For all our social media and swag links, I swear to God, I will update it as soon as possible.
Call and leave comments at 612-548-GAME. That's 4263.
Enjoying the show? Pick up some Arcade Radio swag over at teespring.com/arcade radio. Or why don't you throw us a few bucks over on Patreon? Patreon.com/arcade radio. You can join our campaign for like $3 a month.
You just throw it at the screen.
Just throw it at the screen.
Hell, my God! Hey guys, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching right now and click that notification bell so you will know the exact precise moment when we're streaming live.
Say hi to your mom for me.
Shut up, Biff!
If you like what you're hearing, Consider dropping us a 5-star review on AnchorTunes, iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you consume our podcast, which is currently up to date, but it's not. We have to work on that because we've been slacking.
Say hi to your mom for me.
Shut up, Biff!
That's going to be it for tonight's show from Arcade Radio. We hope you had a great time, because we did, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. And that'll be super fun. Where should we get a guest next time? I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you're pretty good alone, but hey.
Yeah,
we just kidnap one. Like, take them.
I don't mind not having a guest. Just get down.
You can make Jason do a damn auction on the show. Metropolis, like the video before you go, everybody. Look a little
Right now, I think we could say something fun.
Hey, everybody. We really did mean sexual stuff when we were talking about the meditation. Sorry, Mom and Dad. Who's that? I hear a CNN anchor. What is it? Yeah.
Are we done?